Hello.
What's up, bitches?
Konnichiwa.
That's just a test.
Turn it on.
Konnichiwa.
Turn the
bitches.
cameras on.
Joe wants to take the spotlight, so here you go.
We're about to go live in 2 seconds.
All right.
We ready?
We are, in fact, ready. Give me the go, and we can start.
We
the
are
show.
not muted.
I'm ready.
We are live.
Drizzy.
All right.
Get a countdown going.
In 5.
What the fuck is up, everybody? Robert Frank here with you, Glorious House of Gangs podcast. Today is May 30th, 2019. It's not hump day, but if it was. And I am at the round table of testosterone, which is actually a square because there's a leaf in the middle of the table. To my right, we have an empty chair. What's up, empty chair? How are you tonight? Good to hear from you. To his right, we have the man that steers the ship, the host of This Week in Sports, the Pody. What's up, Ant?
What's up?
To his right, we have the butcher, the baker, the donut maker, Joey NPC. What's up, Joey?
I wanted to say another one, but I feel like I need a new phrase now that I'm registered for the NPC.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go by my new name, which was my name prior to gaining the weight, and it was CPJ, and that stands for Cool Party Joe.
Ooh, Cool Party Joe. Okay, well, you're still Joey Bag of Donuts until you get on that goddamn
Still
stage.
fat until NPC day.
To his right, we have the man who's thick in the midsection. Don't let him bang your daughter or she'll need a C-section. Jacked man with the permanent tan, Ray Worldwide. What's up, Ray?
Yo, what's going on? Everybody in the building, let's get it, let's go!
All right, and let's start off with a little super chatteroo that we have here from my man Mike Petrov. Says, long live the win straw man, Trendy Savage. Okay,
Ooh, I like that.
I'm feeling that right there. So we have a good agenda on tonight. I got a couple of things that I wanted to say. Number one, so how many weeks now is this, Joe, that our main man Jimmy is not in the building?
7?
It's been 2 months.
2 months? Okay. So, yeah, Jimmy's not here. I know that disappoints a lot of people out there in podcast land. Is that a note for me? Okay. Hold on a second. Ray Worldwide just passed me a little message. On the other side, it said, are we talking about... yeah, maybe later we'll talk about that. But, yeah, our man Jimmy is not in the building. He was a last-minute scratch, just like he's been for the past couple of weeks. But, you know what? I could kind of take the blame for this one, just a little bit, because we have a group chat, which is a podcast group chat. And there's been multiple times that Jimmy has bounced out of this group chat.
And some other people.
Some other people as well. Yeah, you get people that come and go.
Yeah,
I think
I still come.
Ray Worldwide, Vinny Bag of Chips. Even though Vinny hasn't been here in, I feel like, a year, he's still in the group chat. But I tell the group chat, all right, guys, we're doing 8 o'clock tonight. 8 o'clock comes and goes. 7:45, Jimmy's like, yo, we still doing a podcast? Because if so, I'm not available. I'm like, okay. Maybe we can get Beard So Strong to jump in. But Beard So Strong is at work right now. So anyway, shout out to him. Shout out to Jimmy. And I saw Jimmy yesterday. He came to my tattoo appointment, hung out with me for like an hour. And let me show the live stream. I don't know if you guys can see that, but she's kind of healing right now. But it is a realism vampire. I've been looking for a realism artist for probably about a month and doing a lot of research, a lot of searching. And I found this dude that is in Pennsylvania. It's Seance Tattoo. Actually, fun fact, the guy that owns Seance Tattoo is one of like the top 5 tattoo artists in the world. And his name is, I'm misplacing his name right now, but he's one of the like main tattoo artists like in the world that he's got like a crazy fucking
Where is
waiting
this
list.
place located?
It's in Bensalem, Pennsylvania.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Damn, I wish I remembered his name. But anyway, Seance Tattoo is the name of the shop. It used to be known as Deep Six Tattoo. And like I said, this dude is the real deal. So anyway, Sat yesterday. The reason why we are a day late from the podcast is because I thought that this tattoo was going to take 3-4 hours. I'd be in time for the podcast. But no, this motherfucker took 7.5 hours. Got there at 1. We probably started about 2 o'clock, 2:15 by the time, all the stencils were done and everything was good and ready to rock. And I didn't get out of there until like 9:45. So, yeah, no podcast last night, but we are here now. And let's start out with a big shout out to our man, our bro, out there in podcast land, who we met at Bodypower, Brooke Potter.
Yes, sir.
Brooke Potter has his own podcast. He's a co-host of the Shitlord Preachers podcast. And I listened, all the bros did. Jimmy actually pointed it out to us. Listened to his Bodypower recap. And the things that he said about it, they spent about a good 10, 12, 15 minutes talking all good things about the bros. Every single one of us. Even you, Joey, who weren't here.
He's the one who, there was a video that he recorded while at Bodypower that you guys sent me with some nice words, encouraging words.
He's probably one of the most positive dudes I've ever met in my life.
And it seems like he's not originally from there. Does that sound right?
No, he's from Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
Wow. And speaking of Beard So Strong, he's texting me right now probably saying, hey, I could probably be there in 15 minutes. But Jay, if you're listening to this or you're watching the live stream, don't worry about it. We already started, bro.
But if you're on your way, come on. We have an open seat.
We do have an open seat.
And it seems it will be permanently open.
Oh, boy.
Someone, like I mentioned 2 podcasts ago, has been terminated. It's one of those, I feel like it's one of those, you ever tell someone you're fired, but like, I'm not fired, I quit.
I quit before I got fired. Like we gave him the option to resign first. Like, we're about to fire your ass, but if you want, you can resign right now on good terms. Everything is good.
Who are we talking about?
Jimmy.
Who?
Come on, Jimmy Triceps. You know Jimmy.
Hopefully, he has a change of heart at some point and comes back.
Well, listen, Jimmy no longer has the beard, and he's got a new attitude, so...
Yes.
that
We're
could be
gonna-
a factor.
I mean, unfortunately, we're going to have to change the logo because, it's trending in that direction. But if
That just means that our pictures get bigger.
That is true. Or we add somebody else in there. But if he does come back, we will go back to the old logo.
The Glorious House of Gains podcast is currently seeking a new member.
Yeah,
Please submit your applications.
You know what? I think. Listen, let's be real here. We usually have 4 people, and when we have a guest, it kind of kicks somebody off the show. So if there are only like 3 mainstays, let's just say the 3 of us are the 3 mainstays and the pody, we always have room for a guest. I know we want to have people on. We have a notebook full of guests that we want to get on, try to fit them in the schedule. We could always pop MBJ down here. We could always put Jeanette on, or Janice, or whatever we all know her by. But anyway, let's move on here.
Did you say J-Lo?
Yeah, Beard So Strong.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
probably number 1 fill-in. But
we still got love for you, Jimmy.
Yeah, we got
At least
love
I
for
do.
Jimmy. And Vinny, too. And if his schedule, of being a sanitation worker ever worked out in his favor where he can come back, he actually listened to my solo podcast, which I never in a million years would have thought Vinny would have listened to that. And listen, I'm glad I did it. I got a lot of great feedback. I see Lorene in the live stream right now. We'll be talking about you later, Lorene. But she was the first person to hit me up and say, greatest podcast ever. She felt the whole fucking show. It was only like 40 minutes long, but I'm glad I did it. Not going to spend too much time on it, but I did it on a weekend where I knew it was Memorial Day weekend. People ain't going to be listening to podcasts, so let's just get this show out of the way and let's keep it moving. So, Jason Hicks just left us a dono to the show, and he says, I'm here. So he's in the live stream right now.
Well, you're in the live stream, but if you'd like to be here, is in the chair, come on over. The door is locked, so knock first.
Yeah.
But come on, we got a seat for you.
Yeah, so let's talk about Patreon. Let me get this out of the way. This is news that I broke only to my Snapchat audience, just to get a gauge of how many true bros and broettes are really out there. We've been kicking around this Patreon idea for well over a year now. And Patreon, for those of you who don't know, is like a subscription service to a channel or a creator or to whoever. And it's like a monthly subscription type thing. But usually what creators do, and all the big YouTubers do it, all the big Instagram people, even porn stars and like, all your Instagram whores that, they have their own Patreon page because you can post pretty much whatever you want.
Especially they have it, and I enjoy looking at their material.
Yeah,
So you are a Patreon subscriber.
To who?
Yeah, who do you subscribe to?
There's a lot of... There's
Danny Coops?
Is Danny Coops on
You
there?
whacking off the Danny Coops? What are you doing?
She'll be on there eventually, but
Who are you giving your money to, Joe?
Listen, if you've heard me in the past, when I did have a Twitter, all I did was follow porn stars. I have a Snapchat. I've never once posted on there. I only follow like Patreon girls or porn stars, all who they use the Snapchat to promote their Patreon. It's
Right.
Here's what I'll let you see here.
Yeah.
Swipe up to watch the rest on Patreon.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick this bowling pin up my vagina. Fucking come over to my Patreon, pay $5.
So, I mean, listen, I've been putting in my credit card on the internet since age 18, and that was 17 years ago. So, not many people were ballsy enough in 02 to be putting their credit card online because it was still considered what are you gonna do? You'll never see that money again. That someone else is gonna get. Yeah, I've been subscribing to websites and you name it for that long. So.
Joey Bags, he's a smut peddler. But anyway. So the Patreon thing, I'm going to wrap this up real quick. Beard So Strong with another dono says, I'll be there in 15 minutes.
Beautiful.
So
I was going to say bring some White Castle, but that's old Joe.
Yeah, that's old Joe. Old Joe doesn't do the... NPC Joe don't do the White Castle, man.
Bring some grilled chicken breast, bro.
Yeah, he wants some boiled chicken and broccoli.
6 to 8 ounces.
So the Patreon thing, we've been kicking around for a while. And my biggest thing was, all right, I'm already in a downswing of content where I'm not posting nearly as much as I used to. How am I going to charge a monthly subscription fee to Bros and Broettes when I'm not posting anything anymore? So the return on investment was huge for me. This is a big reason why we stalled on this. But I was like, you know what? We got some ideas. We got a lot of exclusive content, and I'm not going to slow down on my other platforms just because of the Patreon, but you guys are going to be getting some exclusive shit. So let me tell you guys how to subscribe if you'd like to. It is patreon.com/RobertFrank615. There are 2 different donation tiers that you could be a part of. You could be a glorious member for $5 a month, and you will get a lot of cool shit. Everything is in the description on the Patreon page. Or you could be a Juicy AF member for $10 a month, and you will get all access to everything. One of the cool things on the Juicy AF membership is a poll that we are going to do a training video every month. There's a poll right now for Juicy AF members who can vote what I'm training and who I am training with. As of right now, the choices are chest with Ray Worldwide.
I guarantee you, if you vote for me, you will not be disappointed.
Back with Joey Bag of Donuts, a.k.a. Joey MPC, on his road to a trophy. Shoulders with Beard So Strong, who is in the lead right now with 5 points.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Or arms with Jimmy Triceps, who is in second place with 4 votes. So you guys got to get these votes up, and I did promise one of the perks to being a member of my Patreon is each new member every week is going to get a shout out on the show. You subscribe, you're going to get a shout out on that next week's show. So let me go through it, and again, I only told my Snapchat audience, so there's not many of them, but let me give these shout outs because they are due. So, Brendan O'Brien, Luke Matthews, Jonathan Weiss, Blaine Overton, Jacob Corder, Lyle Muse, Alfredo Ruiz, Michael Rivera, Cody Lawson, Austin Thomas, Hank Bowers, Christopher Henderhan, Lucas, who did not give his last name, and Peter Scudera. You guys are my first Patreons. Most of you guys are Juicy AF members, so the all access. June, we are about to kick some shit up a notch. Let me warn you guys. I know you're already on the Patreon site right now wanting to join up. The way Patreon works is you are billed the first day that you become a member to someone's Patreon. So if you subscribe tonight, you are going to get charged $5 or $10. Then you are billed the first of every month moving forward. So if you join today, you're also going to get billed on June 1st. The perk to joining today or tomorrow is this. There's a 25% off discount code to robertfrank615.com. that is available to every tier, Juicy AF and Glorious. So if you guys planned on making a purchase on robertfrank615.com, you could do so and use that 25% off code. That will pay for the month's subscription of May, and then in June, we're kicking shit up a notch. So thank you to all my Patreons. Let me read another couple super chats that came in. Carlos Mascara says, leaves a $3 dono, and he says, this is for Robert Frank to go to the doctor.
Which we've talked about. Began doing.
I did go to the doctor, and I did. I went to the sleep doctor.
It's a step in the right direction.
It's a step in the right direction. I'm still pissing blood. I'm still pissing black.
That's next. All right, one thing at a time.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I'm down to about 140 pounds right now. I am withering away to fucking nothing. Damien McCoy, our man in the house, he says, I hope there's no write-in option for that poll. You'd probably end up doing legs with some CrossFitter. No, Damien, there's no write-in. It's those are the options, and right now, like I said, shoulders with beard so strong is in the lead. So, how are you guys doing? I have an agenda here of what we want to talk about tonight, and basically it's weekend shit because we had a wild weekend. Saturday was a jam-packed fucking day.
There was fighting. There was drinking.
Ooh,
there was celebrities.
Drinking.
There was
celebrities.
Everything.
All right. Live stream. Now, you guys keep it real with me. I don't know how many people were in there. My last count was like 40-something. Can we please clear something up here? Live stream. I need your participation. So, live stream, if you are in there paying attention, I need a fucking yes or a no. Because I want to put Joey Bags in his place. Live stream. Is Robert Frank a celebrity? Yes or no? Tell me in the live stream.
Absolutely.
Nope. I don't steer anybody in a direction.
I'm not.
That's my.
Don't steer anybody in a direction.
I'm going to give my opinion very shortly.
Okay. Well, we're going to see what the people say.
If you go somewhere and you are recognizable 70% of the time, whether it's a bar, a club, the grocery store, wherever we go together, you and I, somebody recognizes you. Say, oh, bro, hey, you're Robert Frank. They give you £1 if they don't want to take a picture.
I think the question
is, acknowledge you, Sue.
I think the question is, what is a celebrity? Like, what is the definition of a
notoriety? You're people know who you are.
Okay.
You're visible in the public eye. Period.
So
everybody's saying yes.
Okay, everyone's saying
yes. I'm not a fucking celebrity, goddammit.
Listen, it's just
B-list,
yeah. I mean, you're not. Are you? At least the Pody admits it. Are you an A-list celebrity? Absolutely not.
Fuck no.
You got your Brad Pitts, your
I'm
A-list.
Like a D-list.
Okay, so whatever letter you are, because I'm going to admit you're probably not a B either, and that's okay.
I'm a D-list.
Whatever list you are, every time we go anywhere, and this weekend is part of it. There's people that we literally can't even get them to go away. A guy offered Rob.
Damien McCoy said, I'm a C-list celebrity. I don't know.
Yeah, right?
I think D.
I'd say somewhere between C and D.
I'm a D because people want to give me the D.
Between C and D, for sure.
Okay.
But in terms of, you get recognized everywhere you go. And we don't say celebrity like we're trying to brag or anything. My friend's a celebrity. No, that's not what we're saying. We're saying there's expectations when you go out. And this weekend was an example. And there's one story specifically I want to talk about. But I'll wait till we get to the bar. And Rob, I think you know where I'm going with this.
Oh,
and it pertains to a woman. A smoking hot woman.
Yeah.
Smoking hot.
Yeah.
And it's part of the celebrity lifestyle, you can say. There's certain things you just can't control. And Damien McCoy says, Robert Frank, the C-list celebrity.
I said that already. I already read that.
Honestly, you did?
Yeah.
That could be correct. We might say C-. We're not sure. But either way, celebrity, and continue.
All right. Well, here's the thing. I don't think that way because I know that I'm really not. But anyways,
I'm feeling the comment that says D in your girlfriend.
I'm a D in your girlfriend celebrity. Yeah. And actually, for the first time, and I think just because the end of the night ended the way it did on Saturday night, Joe, as we were trying to get in our Uber and drive off, as he's not paying attention to me. I get this already. I think this is the first time, because listen, I think we got stopped at Jenks more than we got stopped at Bodypower, like for
Yeah,
fucking
it
pictures
was-
and
it
shit.
was a lot.
It was nonstop. But I think this was the first time that you actually became a little annoyed with it.
It was because we couldn't enjoy the night, and you never want to say no, and you've said that before.
I
And
never
plus, the
said
alcohol probably helped a little bit. You're trying to get into a rhythm of what you're trying,
Yeah.
and then the night just goes sour because, it just keeps happening. But at the end of the day, can we be mad at that? No, and we shouldn't be, and we never will be. So
Yeah. So let's rewind a little bit to Saturday. Ray, because we have a long story to tell, what did you do this weekend? You were kind of MIA. Were you in another state this weekend? What were you up to?
I was all over the place.
Okay.
I was barbecuing and I visited P.
Oh, Pedro, right.
Yeah. We went to our good boy Pedro's house with the in-ground pool, the little McMansion. It was dope, man. Found out some interesting news and looking forward to the next couple of weeks, man.
Okay, cool. We have a nice dono from our man Brendan. He said, just got my Steel and Robert Frank 615 orders in today. The hoodie looks great, so I'm guessing he got a glorious House of Gains hoodie. Or maybe a Juicy AF hoodie, but thank you, Brendan. He also said, I got a ton of great supplements. Love the whole crew. Keep up the great podcast. Thank you so much, Brendan. So what else did you do this weekend? Besides barbecue and probably eat like a fat fuck?
I went to several barbecues, and I've been working out so hard since Bodypower.
Yeah.
Ever since taking a picture with Big C and Jens, bro, I felt like a child there. I've been in the gym twice a day.
It started before Bodypower when Tony was a guest on our show.
Yeah,
He looked like a fucking midget.
You fuck, thank you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you did. Well, so I'm not lying.
Nonetheless, I'm crushing the gym. I'm eating like an animal, and I can literally feel myself growing again. I'm like, my stature, how I'm walking. I'm like, yeah, man, this feels kind of good. I've even started training legs.
Ooh, that's
I'm doing legs like twice, bro. You know what? Fuck that. I need to grow. I've been in the gym for a minute, pretty consistent, and I haven't really been feeling the growth that I feel like I should be. So, started incorporating some legs, increasing my calorie intake, man, and just eating the right shit. And I can literally feel myself growing, and it feels good. So, I'm looking to put on like 15 pounds, man. So, by the time Joe goes on stage,
Are you going to get it back on that one Andro stack, baby, or what?
I'm trying to do.
I think you should do the
man.
ultimate mass stack and just show motherfuckers what's up. You've done it before.
Yeah.
You could do it again. I could get it for you.
Yeah,
I'll get it for you.
yeah.
Or
What's
you
up?
could go to steelsub615.com and use that RF10 discount code and get your ultimate mass stack, which is the one Andro, 4 Andro, and 19 Nor.
Yeah, I think that Steel Supplements owes me reparations checks, man, because I'm repping their shit so hard.
Yeah.
Jay, you owe me some reparations, bro.
Yeah, we're going out to Sarasota in a few weeks. I'm going to see what I can smuggle back for the bros. But yeah, shout out to Steel Supplements. It's been long overdue. It's been a year since I've been down to Florida to see Jason. The last time I was down there, we did the video with Jamie and Marissa, where we robbed the warehouse. Vinny Bag of Chips was with me, and All Natty Chicken Patty was with us, and it was a good time. So Saturday, Ray Worldwide's been doing a lot of things, and we have a new Patreon. Hattie Viss, thank you so much, Hattie Viss, a Juicy AF member to Patreon. I just saw that pop up right now. So thank you very much for joining the program. This weekend, Ray Worldwide bounced around, a lot of barbecues, a lot of eating, a lot of training. He's filling out the sleeves of that sick fucking pump t-shirt, which you can get at robertfrank615.com. So Joey, Saturday, me and you pretty much, you and Beard So Strong spent the day together.
Yeah, before we get into that, because it's quite a Saturday we had.
Yeah,
Zach G said, if Joe Rogan mentions you on his podcast, then yes, you're a celebrity.
Okay.
So then you can rewind before that. If you're hanging out with John Bones Jones.
If I'm signing doors and banging whores with John Bones Jones?
You're a celebrity.
Yeah.
There's two more super chats, and then let's get to Saturday.
Okay, super chat coming in from Jeremy Ennis. It says, Swole's the goal, size the prize. You goddamn right, brother. And Damian McCoy with another dono says, do the bros have a favorite Steel product, aside from Ray, of course? My favorite Steel product, let's see. That's a good question.
I like the pre-workout what's the most
Candy Bliss.
Candy Bliss.
Yeah, Candy
Love
Bliss
it.
Charge is really good. I'm a big fan of the new Popsicle Amped, but it's not going to be available for long. I think it's around. I think it's still available right now, but I know they're pulling it soon.
I had it, but I preferred the Candy
You
Bliss.
prefer the Candy Bliss.
Loved it.
Yeah, I think the Candy Bliss is a little bit on the sweeter side. I think they took into consideration everyone's like, oh, all the steel shit tastes like garbage. The pre-workout tastes nasty, whatever. I just snort the shit anyway, so I never taste it. But
How would you say that?
when I put it under my tongue and I just sip a little bit of water and I fucking down it. So I really don't ever taste the pre-workout. But that I wanted to taste the Bomb Pop, bro. The fucking it's called Popsicle. But I know you tasted it. You weren't a big fan. You liked the Candy Bliss better. But it tastes like a fucking Bomb Pop. Like if you ever went to the ice cream truck when you were a kid, chased it down, and got a Bomb Pop, that's what this shit tastes like. So if you are interested, you can go over to steelsub615.com and get yourself some Popsicle Amped AF. Austin Thomas. Whoa, we got a couple of donos here I got to get to, especially because these are some big chunks of change that the bros are dishing out tonight. Rob, do you have any plans to come to Missouri? I'd love to meet the bros. 2XL shirts, Chest Day Prayer, and the others are sold out. Hook me up, bro. Austin Thomas, I think you sent that as one of the Patreon questions as well, which I was gonna address later. We are going to be restocking the store. 2XLs will be back in stock in just a few weeks. Just be patient with us. We have a couple new designs that we're dropping as well. So we're after Bodypower kind of wiped us out, and but we'll get that back in stock for you, brother. Missouri, what's out in Missouri? What are we doing out in Missouri? We going? We're going to make a bro trip or what?
Probably not.
Me and the Pody will take a fucking
Missouri,
road trip out to Missouri.
I mean, I'm sure there's some cool things out there, but that's like not no. I mean, there's just
They got some the Arch or something over there, right?
Do they?
Do they? Okay.
I don't know.
Some
about
breweries, maybe.
Maybe. Okay, we can go out. That's
If
like
you-
Midwest, right?
If you showed me a map, I couldn't point out Missouri. If you paid me
I can't even
$1
spell
million.
Missouri.
Go during football season. See a Kansas City Chiefs game.
Oh, there you go. We can
See,
do that.
Pody
There you
knows
go.
his
Pody knows everything, man. All right, Panda Joe 808 says, "Aloha to the bros from Hawaii. Usually don't get to tune into the podcast live, but watch it every week. Always a place to stay in Hawaii if the bros need. Joe, I used to be a fat fuck. Don't give up."
Thank
That's
you.
very nice, Panda Joe. We appreciate the dono, my brother.
First of all, this guy lives in Hawaii.
Much love from Hawaii.
You can't feel bad for anybody living in fucking Hawaii.
Yeah.
What a life. Maybe they're in the military. There's a lot of military bases in Hawaii, but Hawaii, my God, dude, I just surf all day. I'd live in the ocean.
Could
I'd have
be.
to find a job that somehow a marine biologist or some shit. Hawaii's beautiful.
I see Jason Hicks says that he's almost there. Jason Hicks, a.k.a. Beard So Strong, everybody. So I guess we should probably wait for Beard So Strong to actually get here before we go into the weekend, because it was a big part. He was involved the whole night. And
It's
he
what
could give his-
inspired me to do what I'm going to do. which
Well,
I guess,
let's start out with that.
Yeah.
Joey Bags is now a registered NPC. Do you know what NPC stands for?
Shit, I have it on my phone. Is it national?
Probably. I have no idea.
Committee or some shit?
Maybe.
It's on my NPC card.
Fuck it, let's do
Which
it.
I
National
have-
Physical Committee.
We
Let's
don't know.
go.
I gotta look at my phone, but yeah, I have an NPC card. I paid $125. I'm registered for 2019 till the end of this year.
Okay.
And what inspired me is, which we'll get into, was I went to another bodybuilding show this weekend.
Yep.
We went to go see a bunch of friends of ours who we'll talk about. And I always wanted to go to the bodybuilding shows. I started going with Rob a couple years ago. This is probably my third or fourth one I've gone with him. And it's just so inspiring to see like what people are able to do with their bodies. Because as Joe Rogan says, you're in like a meat machine. Which Joe Rogan, who's mentioned Rob before on his podcast.
Yeah,
But
just
anyway, no big
episode
deal.
1300.
Oh.
He said a big steroided up bodybuilder who's actually very funny. That's
Hilarious
What he said.
was
Oh, hilarious was the word. That's better than funny. Shout out to you, Big Joe Rowe. I'll be on your podcast within the next 10 years, I'm sure.
Let's hope it's in the next year. But you go there, you see these people and what they're able to do to their body.
National Physique Committee.
Oh, damn, I was close. So yeah, I'm a registered member of the NPC, and a show is coming up in November. It's in New Jersey, and I am registered as a. God damn it, I can't even remember. What did I register as?
You wanted to do what Paul Hudd does, right? The classic physique.
I believe I signed up for classic physique, where legs are judged.
Legs are judged, but you're not in a thong. Right.
Yeah, because listen, I'm hoping. Rob has always said I have good calves.
Yeah.
But,
well, you have good legs. 'Cause you're fat, so you're carrying around.
I got something to work with.
Yeah.
But I've never had an ass. So doing that thong, dude, I was just like,
I beat a few down to your booty before, baby. Don't say that.
My wife even said today. She goes,
"You got Joey pancakes."
She goes,
"You got a flat ass."
She goes, "Did you ever wonder why all the fat in your body never went to your ass?" I was like, "Ooh, burn." I have a pancake ass. Even the owner of Retro Fitness in Fairfield, New Jersey. He was in one of the videos as Rockstar Booty. He calls me pancakes because my ass is just flat.
Hey, Joey pancakes.
So I signed up for that because I really want to get into that. And yeah, we're going to see what happens. My cousin is actually working that show. Her name's Nicole. Shout out to you, Nicole.
Yeah.
She's working that show. She works for the NPC. She's not a judge or anything, so I don't have any kind of unfair advantage or anything. She just works there. I don't know
what she do? Like
does.
Seat people or something?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck she does.
Does she barbecue outside like they had at that other show?
Who knows?
How many hamburgers did you have, baby?
I had two cheeseburgers.
So did I.
They were delicious. But we don't know when he's going to get here. Why don't we just start talking about it?
Well, I just got a memo from Lorene, Britt Broad, and Christina Soto, who said that they will be at your show, but they're leaving before you go on stage.
What? that's
so fucked up. We'll get into that in a second.
But yeah, I am excited about it. I actually called my mother today, and I know in November when the show is that she has a house in Myrtle Beach, my parents do, and she's usually down there during that time. And I said, listen, do not go down there. I want you to come to this show because I'm dedicating my intro song to you.
Okay.
And it's as soon as it comes on, it's a song that goes, "Haters in the building." And I'm going to point at them. That's going to be my intro song and how my poses start. Because they're haters. I'm going to point directly at my wife and my parents. Like, people think like people on the internet talk shit.
Wait, who does your wife hate more, me or you?
Me, probably. She doesn't have to live with you.
Yeah,
so,
like I said, Joe, I actually have your back because I actually can feel that you mean it this time.
I do, and this weekend I'm starting. I already have like my diet stuff, but I need it to be upgraded. I don't like how it is.
And you also have a new work schedule that hopefully
that's what inspired it. I have a new work schedule that's going to allow
dedicate
this.
to yourself.
I'll have a lot of free time, and that's going to help a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited to get back to not only the weight that I used to be, but then the weight I used to be, but diced and peeled. And I don't care to win a trophy. I don't want to win a trophy. It doesn't even matter. I just want to get up there and be literally the best version that I've ever been physically.
Absolutely.
And see what happens.
Do it.
And I want to be ripped. So I'm excited.
I'm looking forward to that because while you're on your journey, I'm on my journey. You know, I lifted with Rob the other day, but I need a new workout partner because this guy's too hurt to lift out with me.
Yeah.
So
I can't lift. I can't lift like I used to. But Joey,
you pumped though, man. So my back is rocking today.
Yeah.
So even
that lot of reps, man. A lot of reps.
Dude, that workout, I was like, man, I ain't feel shit. Boy, I woke up this morning like, ooh.
Back is like, whoa, yeah.
Back was like, whoa.
Lots of reps, man.
I appreciate that back workout the other day.
And listen, Joe, I know, you got however many months, 4 months, 5 months, something like that, 16 weeks, something like that.
It's a good amount of time.
That is enough time for you to make some serious changes.
Yes,
I mean, you're going to lose a lot of weight. You could probably lose 30 pounds of water weight.
Yeah, it's 5 months from now.
Are you going to work out with Rob or work out with us? Or are you going to get back into it?
The reason I didn't want to work out with Rob is because, dude, over the years, clearly it's not working. When I work out,
that's
Rob,
because of you.
I guess
straight
you
up.
could say that.
Because you go and we're like, come on, Joe. And you're like, I'm just gonna play on my phone or I'm just gonna hang out. I don't want that blame on Rob or the bros because we lift.
Yeah,
You're right.
Clearly,
I can't blame you guys. You're right. You're right.
If you ever need workout partners,
I'll probably need some inspiration.
But listen, let me just say this. you're going to get yourself in shape. You got 15, 16 weeks. You're going to make diet changes. Are you going to fuck up along the way? Of course you are. You're Joey Bags. But you're going to get on stage, and you're going to be in the best shape of your life.
Yep.
Okay? But you're still going to be. So...
That was definitely pre-planned without my knowledge.
All good.
Joe, where's the show going down at?
It's in, Teaneck, New Jersey? It's about 45 minutes from here.
It's on his virtual reality goggles. He's getting off the couch.
Wow.
I tried to pick one locally because I wanted to make sure people could go to it. So
If you're not satisfied with your transformation, are you still going to go on regardless?
If let me tell you something. If I don't do this, if I don't show up on stage there, I promise you, I will literally disappear off of social media, off this podcast, and I purposely put myself in this position because I knew it was the only way. I told my mom, don't book your vacation. I told my wife...
You told your mom not to book a vacation?
Yeah, because that's usually she's on vacation. I paid for the NPC card. I put it out there on the internet. Rob was like, don't put it out on the internet. Just do it and that's it. No, I needed to put myself in this position because I'm telling you, if I don't get on that stage, you will never hear from me again. I'll be mortified. I'll have to delete everything. I have to be all in because I knew the job change was going to change everything because my original job change 6 years ago is when the weight just started going and going and going and going, and we're gonna see what happens.
Oh, listen, one thing that you're gonna have to really consider is if you want to be competitive with all these other people that are going to be on stage. And now, do you want to win? I mean, maybe, I don't know, but I think you'll just knowing that the discipline, you're a very disciplined person, the discipline. And I think that drive is going to get you on stage and you're going to look the best that you've ever looked. And you're going to be able to, this journey is going through summertime. So you're going to be in the best shape of your life all throughout July, August, September.
This was strategically picked in terms of the date. I knew to make up no excuses. So I'm going on a cruise in the end of August. So I knew I wanted to look good for this cruise.
Yeah.
So that's prep, right? Then we go to Vegas a few weeks later.
Yes.
And I still want to be in great shape for that. And then I don't go on another vacation until after this trip.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to make sure now, okay, it's September, that's when you start. Now I lost all the weight. I'm on my routine, but now you got September, October to go into like that next gear where you're just like, and I'm saying gear, pun intended, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm getting at. Listen, if you want to be competitive against these people, now I don't know all the rules and regulations with NPC or how NPC, IFBB, anything like that works, but I'm pretty sure, and again, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure NPC is a non-tested division, right?
I believe so. The ones I was looking for, there were some things, not NPC, but it said like
drug-free or something.
Drug-free or whatnot. Yeah. So I don't listen.
Define drug.
I don't know what I'm gonna end up doing. I think it's gonna be a matter of I'm gonna see what my body looks like after going to like the edge, because if you know me, and most people do not know me, I am very dedicated at certain things, and work is one of those things. My work ethic. I will outwork all of you, and I also outdo everyone eating. I eat like a morbidly obese man, and all you got to do is direct that at this. So if I go full hardcore, and I notice a plateau, and I'm just not there, then I might need to gear it up a notch.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. This is a good time to get through some, but I don't want to lose my thought because I still need to bring something up here, which is this.
Nick Santora, Joe can train legs with me. You're right, I can, Nick. That wouldn't be a terrible idea, actually.
Good cue. That was me saying that we got a couple super chats to get into while Beard So Strong is getting his mic and his camera set up here. So yeah, Nikki Sands, what's up, bro? That is the BF of Brit Bod, who we saw this weekend. Jay, I know you were listening to the show while you were driving in.
Bits and pieces.
Yeah, bits and pieces. But we were going to save the weekend till you got here because I know you were a big part of the weekend.
I'm a big part of every weekend.
Yeah, that is true. Well, you're a big part of a lot of things.
Oh, is this mic on?
Because you have a big part. Yeah, so gay. All right, Jeremy Ennis with a $10 dono. Thank you, Jeremy. He says, "Hey Rob, you made a car age video called 'My Girlfriend Is Fat.' I took your advice and it got me in a lot of trouble. Haha. Long story short, my girl is coming to the gym with me now. Thank you."
Word.
I do remember that, because you don't want no Jabba the Hutt looking slut. You know what I'm saying? You want a chick who is lean, machine, and gives up the vagine. You know what I'm saying? And her name is Lorene. No, I'm just kidding, Lorene. Lorene, I'm just kidding.
Lorene was placed second this week. How
Yeah,
dare you?
Lorene
Congratulations.
killed.
Let's give Lorene.
Yeah, good round of applause. And Britt Brod and Christina.
Yeah.
Just
All
for
good.
putting in the work to get on stage, ladies.
We'll be getting into you gals in one moment.
Yes, sir.
Brendan with a dono says, "Good luck, Joey. You are going to do great."
Yes, thank you, thank you.
He likes that. And we have that Lowen guy says a $6.15 dono. Thank you so much. New to the podcast, catching up on all 60 episodes at work. Are the bros going to any events in Canada in the near future? We want to.
If we're invited.
Listen,
Actually, we were invited to go to Canada and drive like luxury sports cars.
Yeah,
and
and
shit.
you're a goddamn idiot because Montreal is like the Vegas, Canada. I know some people who went this past weekend there and told me some stories at strip clubs that you wouldn't believe even happened. It's things that I see on websites that I frequent.
Oh boy.
Joe, you are
Why have we not
quite the
gone?
perv.
Oh yeah,
Montreal is really good.
yeah. I
Been
think
there.
that's where they might. That's where they filmed the Dancing Bear. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that.
Oh my god.
I submitted an application into them.
So
Yo, Joe, beer so strong. What's good? You should drop your application into.
Jay's a dancing bear.
I don't have to shave.
Joey, the one thing that I wanted to get into before we move on to the weekend is if you are going to do this and you're going to take this seriously and you want to do well, you're going to have to do drugs.
It's what scares me, but I'll wait till that we get down that road.
Okay.
Because we don't know what my body's capable in terms of genetics.
Right.
Nothing.
I might need a ton of it. I might need a little bit of it. I might need none of it. I don't know what I'm going to need.
Are you going to supplement at all though?
I'm going to take supplements, yeah. Like, we're not talking super supplements. I'm going to take regular supplements as well.
Like a pre-workout?
Yeah,
okay.
Your protein,
Fat burners
your
and
fat burners,
shit.
all that.
Listen,
I'm
the
gonna do it.
normal bro can get away with getting great summer results to go to the bar, look good, be jacked, tan, lean, all that, with steel supplements. Let's just say, for example.
That's most likely what I'm going to take, obviously.
You could do your andro stacks. You could do fucking a cutting stack like the 3 Epi Andro or the 17A or any of the cutting products, the shredded, the fat burners and shit like that. But if you're going to get on stage and you're going to compete against other guys that are doing 1,000 milligrams of test a week, Tren, Anavar, D-Ball, anything that you can fucking think of, you're gonna have to.
I'm gonna make a comparison.
And I could say my last shipment, I got in about 500 syringes, so I have some to spare that will hold you through. I'm kidding. That's illegal, guys. I wouldn't do that.
You're diabetic, right?
I was gonna
yeah.
get ready for the drum roll, the dun dun.
All right, let's go.
I would take the stuff you're taking, but it looks like it's not doing anything. Burn.
Damn.
No, so
Hey, have you seen me lately, bro? Under this shirt, I look pretty goddamn good. Goddamn.
here's my comparison. You know, Jose Canseco
Yeah.
took a ton of steroids. Derek Jeter, who's just as good, if not better, as far as we know, never took steroids. So we don't know what I'm capable of. When I cross that path, we'll cross that path when it happens. For now, it's the standard stuff I'm going to do, and we'll see what happens.
Joe, are you going to document your journey?
Yeah, I already started doing it. That's why I was sending you guys pictures of how funny it was where I have pictures from back in the day. I wasn't sure what my weight was, but I found out what my weight was through an app that I used to use called MyFitnessPal. And I then matched up the date with pictures in my photo album, and I was like, oh shit, I was 195 in this picture, when if you would have asked me before knowing that, I would have said I was like 165. There's a picture of me at 205 where I actually look decent. So I'm having an idea and an understanding of what my realistic weight could be, and it's probably going to be hovering around 195 to 200, where I could still look pretty fucking good. It's just the way my body's shaped.
So when you step on stage, what are you looking for your target weight to be when you step on stage?
I don't have an idea yet, but around the 200 mark probably.
And where
I
do
would be
you
okay with being
yourself
less
today?
than that. I don't know what I am this very moment. I haven't weighed myself.
Approximately.
Probably like around the 240, 230-ish.
So by November, you're
230s.
looking to cut 40 pounds?
By November? Yeah.
30?
Dude, I could... Yeah, no, I'm not
You
worried
were
about that.
250 last weekend. How are you
No, I
230
wasn't
now?
250.
No,
I've
his
been-
highest was 250.
My highest ever was 250.
Two
Listen,
comments.
do you see this outfit right now? I'm clearly...
Two comments that I want to get to.
I know.
My neck is huge, but, I got a lot of work to do.
You look good today.
I'm so.
Number one, guys, we have a Austin Thomas Dono says, Rob, you commenting on my IG post was awesome. Better than Jimmy's for sure. I needed that fire lit under my ass. I guess Jimmy commented on his post as well, and mine was better. So take that, Jimmy Triceps. And Zach G said, I got dog-eared at a strip club in Niagara Falls. What the fuck does dog-eared mean?
Does that mean somebody grabbed him by the what
Something
does that
tells
mean?
me it's something sexual. I'm just
Yeah.
not 100% sure what it is.
All right,
Which
Zach
part
G,
of
we need a
Niagara?
follow-up.
Zach,
We need a
elaborate.
follow-up on that.
What part of Niagara, though? Canada part or Buffalo? Nothing good happens in Buffalo, Niagara.
Nothing happens. All right, let's get to this fucking show. It was Saturday. Now, here's what happened. We had all intention of going to Lorene, Brittany, and Christina's show, which was in Pennsylvania, Allentown, I think was the town.
Yep.
It's about an hour and 40 minutes away from us. So, almost a 2-hour drive. That's a little bit of a commitment, right?
Yes, sir.
To some friends to go and support.
It depends. It depends what kind of commitment. If you
ain't banging ass, that's a commitment, bro.
And it depends what kind of friend, because Jimmy bailed on the trip.
I was gonna say if you're weak, you consider that a commitment.
No, but what commitment did we make? We showed up, said hi, and then left.
Listen, we ate lunch. We had a couple burgers. We got to get motivated. I thought it was a perfect
pics.
The
Took
trip
pics with
set like
everybody.
2 minutes because you're with your bros. You're talking in the car.
Right.
I would have thought that was a 15-minute car ride.
Yeah,
Yeah, it did go quick.
True. I got to meet Lorene's mom, which was pretty cool, and dad. I think I'm
Watch
pretty
it,
sure I
guy.
met
Where
her
are you
dad.
going with this?
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Marine's mom is pretty cool.
Yeah, she's very cool. So, earlier in our plan was this. My wife has been in a cast for the last 10 weeks or so. Friday, the day before the show, she was supposed to get out of her cast and into a boot that she could put partial weight bearing on, so she could walk. She was supposed to be able to walk. Long story short, she gets to the doctor. Doctor says, you need 2 more weeks off the foot. So she was devastated. Our plan was to go to a local bar. We were going to go to the show. We're going to watch the whole thing, watch all the girls go on stage, do their thing, win their trophies, look good, whatever. And then we were going to drive home and go to a local bar. Problem is, Marissa never came out of the boot. And I got a text from Roger Matthews, who is JWoww, if you guys are Jersey Shore fans. JWoww's ex-husband, or maybe still husband, but going through divorce. Anyways, got a text from him that said, hey, come down to the shore. I got you on my guest list. You have to be there before 11 in order to get in. We know Memorial Day weekend and down the shore, or DTS, as us Jersey boys like to say, is going to be an absolute shit show. Lines... probably starting at 8, 9 o'clock are going to be wrapped around the fucking building in order to get in.
If you're from other states, whatever your most wild weekends are, when you have like an Alabama, like your crazy football games, it's like that. It's just a zoo. You're either not going to get in, you're going to be waiting online for a long ass time. Once you do get in, it's going to be a fucking zoo. You're not going to be able to walk around. It's chaos usually.
The only difference is if you go to a game, it's one kind of big spot. The shore is 10 miles long, 11 miles long of bars that are all
And you can go to every bar, and it's the same situation. Because we went with 2 different crews, and the other crew was another bar. Line out the door. There's cops everywhere. DUIs. It's a shit show.
Yeah, so we knew that we were on a super duper time limit when we were there. Now, from everything I remember, because I used to date a chick that was in the NPC. We won't name her, but anyways, fuck that bitch. Anyway, yeah. After what did she say? Oh, so you want a consultation? Fuck you, you whore.
Oh,
No,
God.
Damn, you're talking
just
about
kidding.
somebody's
That is true.
somebody's mom.
Didn't your ex-girlfriend
Yeah,
brother
that's how that
date
all
her?
goes.
Yeah. Anyway, that's how all that.
You're
Yeah,
a
man.
savage animal.
No, I can't believe she said that. We were asking for advice from an ex-girlfriend of mine. It wasn't me, it was Joey, and she like wanted to charge Joey for a consultation. Fuck you. Anyways,
I don't want to comment about it because, you know, at the time we were still up and coming, and clearly
Yeah.
she had some.
she had experience, and she
had some
was
experience in the field, but she was just an employee of a certain industry, you know, company, and we knew she'd be able to help us out. But clearly, she hates fucking Rob. Rob must have ended that the wrong way.
Oh, yeah.
That was a dumb idea to ask.
Dude,
her
who
in
the
first
fuck
place.
drops the "I love you" after 2 weeks? I said, bitch, get the fuck out of here.
Putting that trend dick on. That's
hey, I think that was before the trend.
So next thing you know, we're trying to get charged for some advice, but we pulled it off on our own.
Yeah.
And look at us now.
So the way that it used to work back in the day, I know Lorene doesn't agree with me, but the girls always used to go first. And I think Lorene explained to me, or maybe Christina is the one that explained to me
She
that
did.
Christina did. So they used to have the girls go first. What happened was after the girls were done, everybody would leave because nobody gives a fuck about bodybuilding. You know what I mean? Unless it's like your big name people or a big show. Nobody. Listen, I couldn't give two fuck. Like, listen, I appreciate the hard work, the dedication, the drugs, the dieting, the cardio, everything that you did. I appreciate what you do, but I don't want to fucking see you up there. Nobody gives a fuck about you except for Joe or your close friends or family or somebody. I could care less about seeing a stranger doing poses, right? Now the chicks are another story because that's spank bank material. You can fucking think about shit later on and whack off. You can
Or go to the bathroom and
exactly like I did a few times, but that's the type of shit that you do. So what they did was they flipped the script, and now all the girls go last. So it makes the crowd stay through the whole show.
Well,
so
there was another reason too. They said that when the guys waited forever, they ate all the food in the back, and then
oh yeah,
And it's harder for them to get a pump and keep a pump.
yeah.
it's all about the guys apparently.
Yeah, true. What whatever.
Who cares about the guys?
So yeah, who cares about it? Except for Joey Bag of Donuts. That's who we care about. So here's what happened. We get to the show. We thought we timed it perfectly. The show started at, I think the doors opened at 3. Show started at 4. We got there at like 6. We were like, all right. By the time we get there, there's probably going to be like a half-hour downtime where we can see everybody, and then the girls will probably go on stage about 6:30, 7 o'clock. We know we got to bail by 8, but by that time they'll be done, right? Wrong. Really wrong. So what happened was we got there. We got to see all of our girls. We saw Christina, Lorene, and Britt Broad. And we had to bounce before they got on stage. So we apologize for that. That was bad. But the girls did great, regardless of the placings. You all did wonderful. You look fabulous. Everybody's makeup, tan, bling, just everything was on point from everything that I saw. And again, I didn't see you guys on stage. I didn't see who you were up against competing. But then again, fuck a judge, because who's a judge to fucking judge anybody?
When you look at all three of them, they all looked amazing. You line them up against anybody, anywhere, and they look 1,000 times better. It's just crazy how when you go to a show, you're looking at somebody who looks amazing and they place like 10th or something. Like, how is that even possible? But it's hard. But at the end of the day, you should just do these things with no expectations and just hope to try to get the best you can and see if you see improvement.
Just like a Mr. Olympia contest. I remember back in the day, like in the late 90s, early 2000s, there used to be 20 guys on stage. Whoever placed 20th still looks better than fucking everybody in the world. So fuck a judge. If you're a judge in the MPC or IFBB, you could suck my cock, because you have no authority to judge anybody. In my opinion, Lorene, Brittany, and Christina are all first place, and you could suck my balls. There you go. Ben Francis, come at me, bro.
I think Joey's going to go because one of those categories they only have like 4 people.
Oh, that'd be sick. If I win a trophy,
Joey's going to Jason Genova, though. He's going to go in a category that has 2 people and get second
if
place.
I win a trophy, I can assure you, no one will ever hear the end of it.
No,
it doesn't matter.
Please, Lord, no.
No, because I saw there was a couple of categories where somebody was clearly not in the right category. He was small, like they were so small. I was just like, wow, this guy's getting a trophy because there was only 6 people, and I think all the top 6 get like a trophy.
Well, that's what Jason Genova does. He goes in a class that only has it only had 2 competitors in it, and he was last place, or AKA second place. Now he's got a trophy walking around that says second place on it.
Also, the good news is when this show comes around, I'll be 36. So I'm in a category where most likely I'd assume less people would be in the category to begin with.
That's what you said your cousin works there, right?
Yeah.
So that's what you're going to use her for. You're going to find which category has like only 2 people.
Exactly.
But do you know any of the judges? How much money? First place.
No, I take back everything I said about the judges until Joey's show. All right, real quick, before we move on to the next segment. Joe Rogan, who shouted me out on his podcast, one thing that I heard and I only listened to a couple minutes of his show, but one thing that I heard in the background, and I couldn't wait to do it on our show, because everyone like looks at Joe Rogan's show, the Joe Rogan Experience, as like the standard of podcasts, like that is how a podcast is supposed to sound. Here is what I heard about 2 times on his podcast. You ready, everyone? That's what I heard.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Opening up cans and shit, fucking
listen,
bags rattling around.
Podcasts are meant to be more like free flowing.
Right.
He has
just bros being bros.
He does a lot of the bro shit. He has guests on, which obviously is part of a podcast as well. But the formal, just like a lot of people are listening to podcasts. They're either traveling, they're commuting to work very long, they're at a job where, let's say you're stocking shelves at a grocery store.
Yeah.
It's 8 hours of boring shit. Even people work in offices who are just doing calculations, need some back. I have a guy, and I worked in an office where you're doing math, and the guy I used to work with was just looking at numbers, and he had a podcast playing. So there's no reason to be like, we're fucking Barbara Walters. It's just stupid.
Yeah,
all right, so a real question.
Yeah.
Because I know that there was a problem with MBJ a little while ago. Are we able to have a porn star on this podcast?
Sure.
In this location?
Yeah.
Will your wife murder you?
No.
No.
I will.
She won't murder me,
I'll
but
explain
she's
it to
probably going to request that she's home for it. She's probably going to be down here the whole fucking time.
Okay.
And if she is, then we are getting that mud pit in that little fucking baby pool. And
Would the porn
MBJ
star
versus
be allowed to use a Heineken bottle?
To shove up herself?
to like put
Like,
in her.
would MBJ be okay with that?
Wait,
I
who do you
highly
have in
doubt it.
mind?
Just, are we able
Yes, yeah, we can do whatever,
Can we
dude.
put it on the live stream?
Yeah.
I'll probably get kicked off. That would be a Patreon exclusive.
Yeah, that would have to
be.
That would have to be Patreon.
Deal.
Yeah, that's a paper.
Guys,
fight.
make sure you go to patreon.com/RobertFrank615 and sign up.
Because you
MBJ
guys trying
fights
to
porn
exclude me
star.
for some things because I'm globetrotting, but I've been working on some dirt in the background. I just want to make
be
sure
our
it's
guest.
He pedals smut like paper routes. D. Almeida, what's up, my man? He says, "Let's go Raptors." Okay, so we got a little Canadian support up there in Toronto. So let's go about this weekend now. So, okay, we left the show. We had that hard cap of 8 o'clock. I think we left right around there. We got back to Joyzy, our home base, at about 9:40. Now, from where Joey lives, the shore is about an hour away, 45 minutes to an hour away. So we had a little bit of breathing room. We had to get there before 11 o'clock.
Can we talk about when we were at his house?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
What kind of friend doesn't allow them to take a dump in their house? He made us go to the lobby to take a dump.
You're a bad friend,
A friend who has a nice place and doesn't want your shit in there.
This kind of goes back to Rob's rage video about having a shit schedule.
Yeah, and let me tell you something.
What happens when you're in a car for 4 hours?
Yeah,
and then
just
a show
ate
for
2
2 hours?
cheeseburgers.
I offered you a beautiful lobby bathroom.
A lobby bathroom.
Has a lock. It is a single bathroom, and it's a very boutique type place.
But
And
who asked, like, yo, you mind if I take a shit
No.
here?
He-
they didn't
we-
ask. I made it clear.
That was a house
when we got
rule?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was don't shit in my place.
So I lied and said, I'm just going to go take a piss. And then I took a dump.
Was he beating the door down?
While Jay was in there, Jay kept screaming with the door closed, "Where's the fan? How do you turn the fan on?" Joey
the
was
baby wipes?
having a panic
Then
attack.
Where's the baby wipes?
Rob took tanning lotion and rubbed it on the seat, so it looked like there was
Yeah.
shit all over the pole. And he's like, "Joe, you're not gonna believe what I did. I shit all over the seat." And I go in there and I started fucking screaming.
So bad. So
It
bad.
looked like it was real shit on the
And the reason I announced it in advance is because I've stayed in many hotel rooms with Rob. This guy thoroughly enjoys eating spicy food, and it comes out.
I know how to
spicy
take a
peanuts.
shit,
The
goddammit.
spicy peanuts in the car ride.
I don't know how it comes out, but it is the absolute worst.
I sit next to this guy on a plane where he's shoveling down combos and shit
Yo.
on the plane ride.
Hey, let's not talk about shit with Ray Worldwide. Ray Worldwide takes the meanest shit
I know.
ever.
I know. He's like, hey, can I come over real fast? I'm like, yeah, no problem. He goes in, he goes into the bathroom, immediately takes his shit, gets out, and goes, all right, I gotta go. I'm just like, what the?
What a shitty guy.
Listen,
Fucking
you're so
wallpaper
strong.
came off.
You love to defecate my place. You love it.
Let's get to two donos that we got. Brendan with a $6.15 dono. How far are you guys from Newark, New Jersey?
Bro, 30 minutes.
Might go there to catch a hockey game in the fall. When my team plays there, I'd love to say, hey, Brendan, let us know when you'll be in Newark, man. We're about
Yeah, we're 30 minutes.
40 minutes away from Newark.
Newark's got some cool bars, man. We can hang out, Brendan. What's good?
And we have a massive dono from Jin Yu, $25 dono to the channel. Thank you very much. That's really awesome.
Jin Yu?
Thanks for the podcast, guys. Been enjoying Rob's content for a few years now. Hi from Minnesota. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
We appreciate
That's a new user, right? A new.
That's a new name to me. That's a new name to me. So we definitely appreciate that.
And that's another one of those states where I'm sure it's awesome there, but I couldn't point it on a map if you paid me money.
Minnesota?
Minnesota. I have no
What?
idea
That's
where
a
it
pretty
is.
easy one to point out.
Cold there all the damn
It
time.
looks-
To me, it looks
Food.
like a power drill. Like it's got like the
Is it in the middle of the country or?
Yes.
It's the most
Yes,
northern
northeast.
middle.
Northern.
Damn, no idea.
Wow.
So we leave. Oh, I'm sorry, Jay. Do you have another comment
I'm just-
about Minnesota?
Amazed at how he pretends to be this really intelligent person and can't point
I
out
don't pretend.
Minnesota.
That's just unnecessary information. I don't need that.
Minnesota.
I
Joey
save my
only
brain
stores
for-
numbers.
A
And
person-
Minnesota's not a number.
No. A person in his profession should be
Yeah.
able to point out which state is where.
This
Guess-
is true.
Yeah, that is true. I don't know. I don't know where it is.
Wow.
So we get to Joey's house on Saturday night, and his wife is home. We're making all kind of noise. We're doing all, and not to mention, we stopped at the liquor store before we got to the house. I was completely intoxicated at the bodybuilding show where I couldn't even drive back. Joey had to drive. Yeah, I have an alcohol problem. Maybe that's why I'm pissing blood. It's all the fucking alcohol I drink. But we
That's what you text me Sundays, like, I gotta stop drinking.
I gotta stop drinking. Oh, dude, I was so banged up. You know what? A big thing, and we'll get to this, is when you go out to these bars, and when you're a D-list celebrity, bros want to buy you shots. And Roger's buying me shots, this dude's buying me shots, that dude's buying me shots, and who am I to say no to a shot? It's
Bro,
like I say no to a picture.
Do
Who
you
says no
know
to a picture?
how many times we're getting hammered and you'll force shots on me that I don't drink them?
What do you do with them then?
I fake it.
You fake it.
Absolutely.
So I'm spending money?
You insist.
Yeah. Do this fucking shot.
I'm like, nah, I'm good. And be like, yo, you're going to do one more shot. So I take it and I throw it back. And then when you turn your back, I'll put it right back in the glass.
Motherfucker.
That's fucked up.
Damn it. Yeah, you gotta give me a sign next time. Just shit, that's like $10 right there.
Yeah,
man.
over the years, that's probably like a couple grand.
Yeah, just say I'm gonna spit this shit out, so don't do it.
Be like, right.
Only when I'm at my limit. Like
Yeah.
when I know that one more shot is going to make me do some weird shit.
So we went to the liquor store. We bought a bunch of alcohol. We got to Joey's house. Me and Jay are doing shots in the fucking kitchen. Joey's just running around with his like a chicken with his head cut off because he's fucking worried about everything, worried about getting there, worried about this, worried about that. So we get in Joey's car and we drive halfway to our destination. I didn't understand this at all, but Joey's thought process was down the shore, cops are everywhere. And you don't want to fuck around with getting a DUI or anything like that, especially someone who drives.
And
much
it's
as
just
Joey.
it's a hassle because there's DUI stops everywhere.
Everywhere.
So when a bar closes and you want to go home, doesn't matter if you're the designated driver or not.
You're
It's still gonna
stopped
take
in
you
it anyway.
fucking forever. They're gonna stop you. You now waste your time. There's traffic down the shore. You're on an island. I mean, it's one way in, one way out typically. So you're going over the same bridge to get in. It's just a nightmare.
And even if you just have one or two drinks, but you just seem really nervous or whatever,
Yeah.
dude, it's fucked up. So we Ubered. right? So we drove halfway to our destination, or maybe a little more than halfway, just so we got out of town, or right before town, actually, on the way there. And we Ubered. Got an Uber there. We went to the bar.
Well, it's a good thing we actually did pull over when we did.
Because I got a flat tire.
Yeah.
And my tire is pissing air on the side of the road. We pulled into a grocery store parking lot, parked the car, and I'm looking at it. And Rob's looking at me from the back seat like, is this night over? I could tell his face. He's like, he's got a flat tire.
No, I never thought. I was drunk, dude.
Okay, so I was feeling like you were looking at me as if now I fucked the night up because we got to fix my car. I said, fuck it. It's flat. We'll deal with it later. We'll just come back at 2 in the morning.
Which you did.
And deal with
I don't
it.
even remember how you got that flat. Did you hit a bump or
I
something?
ran some kind of like fucking staple over it.
Oh, and you pulled the staple out of your tire.
Thinking it was a sticker.
Gotcha.
And all of a sudden, and it went from 35 PSI in 4 hours when we got back to 17 PSI, which is flat. So, anyway, go with the bar stories.
Okay, so we get to the bar. Now, we're on Roger Matthews' guest list. So, me, Joey, and Jay. So, there's a line, as we predicted, out the fucking door.
What time did you get there?
About
10:30.
10:30, 10:45.
Yeah, you're at prime.
The line was like
You're
at
prime
least
time.
100 deep.
Yeah,
It had to be.
100 deep, a line. So we go in and we knew we were on a guest list. So I don't know if it was Joey or Jay, but we went right up to the front of the line. And what did you ask? Where the guest list was?
No, I said if we're on a guest list, we have to still wait in line. And he goes, yeah. And then he goes, whoa, wait. Is that Robert Frank? And I'm like,
yeah. Buddy. Celebrity, baby, let's go!
He's like,
B-list celebrity.
He's
guys
like,
in the door.
He's like, you're not Jimmy Triceps. You can cut this line.
Yeah.
And
Jimmy
nice.
to the back.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
that's how it started. The guy opened
Jimmy
up.
Triceps got the Rosa Parks treatment?
No, he wasn't there.
He wasn't there. But no, it was me, Joey, and Jay. So the guy was like, wait a minute, you're Robert Frank. How many? And I was like, 3. It's me, it's us 3. He goes, come on. He was all friendly. He opened up the rope for us. Everyone online was fucking butthurt like a motherfucker. Like, who the fuck are these motherfuckers? So we actually didn't even pay admission.
We didn't even
fee
have
or
to
anything.
mention Roger's list.
We didn't even have to
Roger
mention
who?
Roger's list. They just stamped us, checked our IDs, and boom, we went in.
I don't even think they checked our IDs.
You know what?
I don't think they did.
I don't think they did.
No, they didn't.
But as soon as you walk in, the guy at the first.
Because that causes a scene when
No.
someone's
That guy was yelling like, "Oh my
recognizing.
God, that's Robert Frank!"
Gotcha.
Remember who was that guy? That guy was pretty crazy. We're like,
You took his Instagram down.
no. I'm not. I took the manager's name.
Yeah, before we even got in,
there. The guy was like,
there was
hyped
another
as
guy
hell.
in the club screaming your name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we didn't even, after you got recognized on the line, we skip a line, we don't pay, we walk 5 steps in, and this big meathead dude just mauled you.
Yeah, we're like, if we get in a fight, we're using you.
And then all of his friends.
That's my go-to line when I see a big dude and I'm like, yo, I don't know if this dude wants to fight me or not, but I just start putting him over. I'm like, bro, if anybody wants to fuck with me tonight, I'm coming to find you, and you got my back, right? And it like, greases them a little bit. They're like, man, this guy thinks I'm fucking
No, I
big.
think that guy really likes to fight.
Yeah, he looked like a fighter. Speaking of fighting, shout out to Vinny Bag of Chips.
We'll get into that story
Look at
later.
that in a minute. So we get in and we find our friends, we find Roger, but before we found Roger, we found our friend Janice, who was a guest on the podcast or a co-host one of the episodes, a couple episodes ago, and a couple of my wife's other friends who were there. And we saw, so I'm standing there and someone puts me in like a headlock, but like a playful headlock, and I didn't know who the fuck it was. But all I looked down and I saw that there was a tattoo on his arm. So I looked down, I'm like, damn, who the fuck's got a tattoo like this? And this is some good ass fucking work, man. I was admiring his tattoos. Happens to be Angelina from the Jersey Shore's fiance, Chris, right? So I turn around, yo, what's up, dude? What's up? Yo, Angelina here? Yeah, she's right there. She's giving me the stink eye, right? So I lean into her. I'm like, how are you? I kiss her on the cheek. She wanted nothing to do with me. And I'm like, I got a couple people that probably want to meet you. Is that okay? She asked how many. I said like 3 because I knew Marissa's friends, never met them before, right? So she goes, okay. So she meets everybody. She puts out like the little queen hand, like kiss my hand, like kiss my ring, is like she's saying hello to everybody. And I'm still like, I'm kind of like wondering, because me and Angelina are cool, but I'm wondering like why she's giving me like the stink face. So then I'm like, all right, Chris, see you later. We talked to her uncle for a little bit, Pete, who's a cool-ass motherfucker. We trained with him before. And then when I went to go say goodbye to Angelina, I reached in to, like, give her a kiss on the cheek. And she goes, you fucking unfollowed me. Which Joey did on Instagram a couple months ago. He went through an unfollowing spree on my page. And Angelina didn't make the cut. So I was like, yo, I had no idea. I followed her back right away, and then I got my kiss goodbye, and then we parted ways. Saw Roger, did a couple shots. Let me tell you, Roger moves on quick, and his girl had a booty.
Yes.
I didn't even see.
She was short. That's probably why.
4'11", but her ass was like, Jesus Christ. It had to be fake.
And for all the moderators in the chat, if you're wondering why Rob doesn't follow you, it's Bags' fault.
Yeah, Joey Bags doesn't let me follow.
Joey Bags is the one that does
we went over that already.
The IG approval.
We've gone over that in previous podcasts, but yeah, you know.
Back to this butt.
Just to reiterate.
Let's go back to the butt.
Back to this butt.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, because I mean no disrespect.
No disrespect.
This girl's butt did not fit her at all.
Why did no one point this out?
Was it like the girl from Bodypower?
She was...
No, it was totally different, because she was a very tiny, petite woman.
Not the tiny...
So the one at Bodypower wasn't petite?
No, she was kind of thick for her size.
The petite...
Short, yes. Short, yes. Well, are we going to... Is that the baddie with the fat?
No, she's not, but I nominated her.
All right. So, what are we doing? All right.
Aaron T with a quick $5 dono says, been listening to the podcast for a while. First time live, all the way from Hawaii. We got a lot of Hawaii love tonight, man.
I love Hawaii.
Shout out to Hawaii.
Jay, didn't you have...
I was out there for about 4.5 months.
You had short friends out there.
Oh, I did have a short friend out there. Yeah. Real close friends.
Did you bang a midget out in Hawaii?
Well, I think she was like 4'10".
Under 4'9".
What is technically considered a short person?
Under 4'9".
Under 4'9"?
Yeah, 4'9".
And midget is like derogatory, right? You can't say
It's
midget.
little person.
What do you
Short
have to
person,
say?
little person.
Short person, little person?
Little
Okay.
person.
So, yeah, I can't imagine how that felt to that.
Jay,
little
you're
person.
6'3"?
4.
6'4"?
Yeah, somebody questioned my height, so I went and make sure I measured myself. But yeah, I'm 6'4".
And you hooked up with a little person that's 4'9" or below?
She was like 4'9", 4'10". She
That's
definitely had
quite
short
the
people
disparity.
qualities. Yes, she had short person, like her arms, like I said in a group chat, like she had the shorter arms, the shorter legs, but very beautiful woman.
Do they stand up and give you a head at the same time?
I love when he says beautiful woman.
What am I
That's a
supposed to
line
say?
he used on the bartender in the UK where the bar was supposed to be closed.
We got free drinks.
We did.
And our drinks. She said she wasn't serving no more.
That is true.
And didn't take my money.
So we get there. Angelina says you fucking unfollowed me. I followed her back. The rest of the night went really fucking good. Did a lot of drinks, a lot of shots, met
Did
a
you
lot of
remember
people.
the night?
Not really.
I'm gonna recap it. Real
Go ahead,
quick. We
recap,
gotta keep
Joe.
moving on, but a lot of people came up to Rob, took a lot of pictures. Like I said, Angelina,
More pictures in Jenkinson's bar than in Bodypower, which was fucking bananas.
He met Angelina again, said hi, told you that story. Roger saw her and told you that story. Met a bunch of other people. Now it comes to, we're getting later in the night, right? And here, this girl comes up to Rob, and she took a picture with Rob.
Could we go why that girl came up to me? Could Beard So Strong tell the story?
Yeah. Okay, so as many of you know, Beard So Strong he's that guy. Okay, He has great stories. He's able to pull tail. That's just what he does. Okay?
Brooke Potter says that he should write a book.
Yes. I'm a legend.
So Jay did his normal thing. He's one of these happy-go-lucky people. You don't even need to give him drinks. But if there's drinks, good music, and a whole bunch of hot girls, forget about it. It's like fishing with dynamite. This guy goes and snatches up a smoke show.
And her friend.
Comes over holding their hands, the whole nine. And me and Rob are just laughing because we're like, this is what
guy
Jay does.
Even Janice is like, how the fuck is he
she goes,
doing
how does
this?
he do it? He just does it. So what ends up happening is this female wants a photo with Rob. Okay. So This is probably difficult for anybody who is a whatever list celebrity you are, A, B, C,
D-list.
D, E, whatever the case is. This particular girl, who's very hot, wants to take a picture. We go to take the photo, and she takes about 3 normal photos, and then on this last one, she just decides to put her leg up in the air right on Rob.
Wrapped around him.
Wrapped around him. Rob, right before the photo happens, I remember this like it happened 5 seconds ago. Looks right at me with the face was like, oh shit.
Yeah, but it wasn't oh shit like this isn't cool. It was oh shit like I just got the biggest boner.
Oh shit, my wife won't murder.
Yeah.
So there's nothing you can do in that position. And people who are not in that position, and I'm not in that position, I don't know what that's like. Girl just throwing herself on me. What are you supposed? How do you explain that to somebody?
And when you're drunk, everything is like delayed. By the time I realized that her leg was up, like the picture was already taken, and
you couldn't have done anything.
You were laughing hysterically.
I thought it was the greatest
You
fucking
just
thing.
go with it.
There were days when Rob had no followers, and I used to always say the same line, which was, man, isn't it going to be awesome one day? Like, imagine if you blow up on the internet and girls are just, like, sending you nudes. Wouldn't that be sweet?
You know what would be even cooler?
What?
If after the podcast we go live on Instagram and one of us can show MBJ the photo and see what happens after that. That'll make for good live content.
Listen, so just let me explain.
Look at his face; he's just thinking.
Eventually,
I apologize.
Eventually, she will see the photo, but you need to understand something.
That was my
Number
fault.
one, the photo is nothing, right? It's a girl putting their leg on Rob. It's because if she was some cow, no one would think twice. But she was really hot. And her tongue, she's biting her tongue. It's just it looks bad, right? But what do? You put yourself in Rob's shoes, or any celebrity for that matter. And that's why we were talking about the term celebrity in the beginning. Because what do these people do? What are you supposed to do? You throw her off of you? This happened in a second.
Go with it.
You just take the photo, all right? It's not like she rammed her tongue down his throat.
Which she was trying to do, and I kept turning my head to the side, and she kept kissing my beard, and I'm like, yeah, all right, you gotta go now.
So yeah,
I told her to kiss you.
So he did the right.
Thanks, Jay.
He did the right
That's why I'm
thing.
apologizing.
But you gotta think what it's like to be in the shoes of the people that are in these relationships, either the husbands or the wives of a celebrity, and what they kind of have to deal with. So this is just part of the gig. What are you gonna fight? You gonna fight every girl that tries to approach you and do that? Because that'll be the worst fucking idea ever. You're gonna fight every guy that gets a little fucking touchy-feely with you? No. You do what Rob has been able to do, and you work your magic, like you said, when a guy comes up to you and he's real big and you got a slight concern, you juice him up a little bit.
Yeah.
With girls, you're not gonna toss her. She did what she did.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Listen, let me just say this right now. It was very disrespectful of her to do that. She's wrong. She should have never, ever put her leg up in the photo. And, if my wife was there, she would have been upset.
Is she peeking around the corner? Is that why you're saying it like this?
No, I'm just trying to cover my tracks.
No, I mean, honestly, and I'm even bringing it up because, we can just hide it and not talk about it ever again, and she doesn't even find out. But I'd rather talk about it because as things continue to progress and you go from D-list to maybe hopefully you'll be a D-plus one day celebrity, this is going to happen. That's just how it works. And you cannot fight these people because it will look bad on you. And you just don't do that. You just try to be as professional as you can. And I thought you did a great job.
Thank you.
And Jay probably banged her at the end of the night anyway. So what does it
No
really
comment.
matter?
No comment.
So Jay, Big Papa Pump in the chat said that he's 6'2" when it's his dream to bang a chick that's short.
Damn.
Listen, you can still do what you want to do. It's not that difficult. But if you're trying to if you want to kiss her in the face or something while you're doing something
Who kisses randoms?
I do, I guess.
Yeah.
You make it love.
So after the drama of that, which was
It's a
nothing,
combination of love and fucking.
You singing New Edition songs?
we never really thought twice even about that
No,
incident.
you watching me? What the?
We're going on two topics here.
Yeah. Go ahead, finish up, Joe.
So
We're talking about Beer So Strong playing R. Kelly jams on Smash.
So you know that ended, and again, not a big deal. But the last main event of the night was our two groups met up with each other.
What do you mean by who's two groups?
Wait,
So-
before we get into that, I got to read two quick super chats because this is going to take up a little bit of time and I don't want these to expire. But D Block Jersey says, big props on the Jogan shout out. I guess that's Joe Rogan. Let's go. Thank you, D Block. Appreciate that. And Austin Thomas with another dono. I got a compliment in the gym today wearing my Sick Fucking Pump shirt. So I'm representing here in Missouri.
Sick Fucking Pump,
Speaking of, Ray Worldwide is wearing one now. And you can get your own Sick Fucking Pump shirt at robertfrank615.com. Says, telling people where to get the best merch. So thank you so much, Austin. Go ahead, Joe. Tell how the two worlds collided at Jenks.
FYI, Kian Orbach, I'm pronouncing that terribly, said not worth the emotional reaction. I'm assuming she's referring to if Marissa were to get pissed off about that. It's not worth it because it's never going to stop, and this is part of the lifestyle.
That's one of the homies from Las Vegas.
That is one thing about, and I hope I'm saying this name right, Kian. Kian? How do you say it? Kian?
We met her.
No, I know. We met.
Okay.
Here's the problem with me drinking. I don't remember it. And she's so fucking hot.
She's smoking.
I mean that no disrespect.
We mean no disrespect. And her husband's
In the military, right?
or a police officer out
Police?
in Vegas.
She's in the
She's
military. Okay.
Yeah.
I know who that name sounds familiar. Okay, I know who you're talking about.
She
Very
wears a
good.
Tremboloni sandwich.
Yes,
Yes.
and we have a picture together on our Instagram, and I don't even remember it.
That's pathetic.
He means no disrespect.
I mean no disrespect, but next
Well, we're gonna
be
be
out there
Vegas
again
in
in
September
Vegas.
again.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if the Misfits will be there, but I will be there, and
So
we need
she's
to
saying,
retake our picture.
if we have a good-looking girl saying it's not worth the emotional reaction, then you understand where we're
It's
coming
really
from.
not. Yeah.
So, leading on to
Before you get to the story, you may want to names might not.
I am not going to name names.
Yeah.
Our two groups united at
Yeah.
the end of the night, and it was because the one group got into I don't want to say a brawl, but blood was drawn, fists were thrown, and that's your typical Jersey Shore night.
Oh yeah, always ends in a fight.
I'll give a real shortened version of it. One of the members of the crew is at a bar with another probably 10 of our friends. We were in two groups of 10 basically. So that group attends at the bar 2 miles down the road. As we mentioned before, all these bars are right next to each other. So you ultimately end up meeting up at the end of the night. So they're at the bar, and this dude comes up to one of our boys, puts his hands right on his bicep, and just starts squeezing the shit out of it. And I ended up seeing the bruises on his arm, and this fucking whole bicep is black and blue. Just because the guy decided to move him out of the way and grab him hard as shit, just to be a dickhead. So, as we've mentioned before, we have a very fun group of friends. Our friend then just took his arm and just lit him up and just started pounding him in the head. The funniest part of this is there's video of this, and I saw the video, and it is hilarious.
It is glorious.
Somehow someone captured it when they were doing a live video.
They were just doing a regular Instagram story.
One of our friends was doing an Insta story, and they ended up catching it in the background.
Well, I got a problem with that. They just sat there and record. They didn't jump.
No,
in.
the second his fist went at the first wail, the camera went right off because everybody jumped in. So the other good news is we have both male and female friends that will defend you, and they all just brawled. There was some side damage. One of our friends had a gash on himself. It is what it is. But they won ultimately. Therefore, we won, and that's just part of the Jersey Shore. Nothing good happens after midnight.
This is the first time I'm really hearing the story. I know they got in a fight, but
so they all.
I was too busy.
Yeah, I'll have to show you the video. It's hilarious, and they did good, and that's what you're supposed to do. If somebody, I always say, do not start fights. But if somebody decides to fight with you and they use violence against you, you fight back. You're not going to sit there and take it.
Yeah, but we would be the wrong crew for somebody to fuck with. I assure you.
No, because you shouldn't.
We're like Wu-Tang
I assure you, because I know between Beer So Strong is not an instigator, but he don't take kindly to bullshit.
No,
and I am the first one. I don't
run
start,
away.
But yeah, please. My name's not Steve Gotti. Yeah, I don't play that either. So yeah,
I'm glad
Come at
it
us, bro.
didn't happen with us because when they were separated from us and eventually we met up. But if it was with us, it would have been chaos because now you're talking about like 20 of us, and it would have just been an absolute shit show. But no matter what, they won anyway. So that's how the night ended up ending. We all got food and we got out of there. We got home at like 4:00 in the morning. Anything am I missing from that night?
No, I think that was good. And for the record, one of the members of the second crew who came and met us at the end of the night, one of those members were a very famous YouTube, Instagram chick as well, who we've mentioned on the show plenty of times. We don't have to say her name again. And I saw her, I think she got stopped one time for a picture.
Oh, low.
Robert Frank 1, CB 0 for that Saturday night, baby.
burn.
No, I'm kidding.
You have
No,
a
she's
sound
a cool
effect
chick.
for that?
Yeah, we gotta like set her. There you go. Again, here's the thing. I'm very recognizable because of the beard, and I wear my hat the same way I wear my bandana, so it's like pulled over my eyes. People know it's me. She looks like every typical hot Jersey chick.
Yeah.
There's nothing that separates her.
Yeah, but that doesn't take away from the fact that she's got a bazillion followers, makes a shitload of money, and is an awesome entrepreneur.
Right.
So no disrespect.
No disrespect to you, girl. All right,
So Rob, real quick,
what's
we're back from Bodypower, and
Yeah.
I know that it was something that we talked about in England.
Yeah,
Now that we're back from the trip, what's good with you and the beard, bro?
I'm keeping it.
Keep it. You gonna shave it?
I was gonna shave. Yeah.
Oh,
That was-
no,
that was- it was
you
discussed.
will not.
Because I'm just so I'm over. I can't eat anything.
There's
dude.
it's
shorten
like
it,
Peter
shorten it,
Griffin
but
from
do
Family
not-
Guy. There's always shit in his
That's
beard.
always shit. I'm always asking the bro. Yo, I got
Yeah.
anything in my beard? I got anything
It's
in my
the
beard?
mustache. Why do you think
It
I
is-
keep my mustache short? So
It
I
is the
can
mustache.
eat.
Yeah.
It's not just the mustache. Everything is down here.
It does. Listen. It's the beard is not the problem. It's the mustache. The mustache covers the whole
Mouth. Yeah.
And I have a
I
very
got-
nappy
listen.
beard, so
Why don't you just give it a shot and do what Jay's saying?
Because he
Nah.
likes to be able to take pictures where it looks like he has no lips.
right. It looks like I have no mouth. Anyways, guys, listen. We're gonna move on. We're gonna skip one of the segments. I was gonna talk about this whole CrossFit quits Facebook and Instagram, but that's gonna be still a topic for next week, and we have our own opinions on that. We'll talk about that next week. But we have a new segment for Patreon members only, which is called Ask the Bros. Every week we're going to be doing the Ask the Bros segment, and for the Patreons, I asked them to ask us some questions. We only got a few, so let's go with the Patreon questions. First ever Ask the Bros segment. This is going to replace the pet peeve of the week, I guess, because Jimmy's no longer with us. Austin Thomas says, Joey Bags, how is your diet? I seen on your IG that you're going to be in a bodybuilding show. Rob, when am I going to be able to get my 2XL chest day prayer shirt? So I answered the 2XL chest day prayer shirt earlier in the show. Joey Bags, how is your diet? I seen on IG you're going to be in a bodybuilding show.
Yes, that is correct. I will be doing a bodybuilding show. I mentioned this earlier in the podcast. Diet has been okay, but it's clearly not. I mean, it's not bodybuilding material. I mean, today I had chicken thighs, no vegetables, so I'm missing vegetables there. I should have eaten vegetables. After that, I had
Vegetables are just to get you full. They serve no purpose.
After that, I believe I had eggs, and then that's literally all. I've eaten nothing today. I had to go to a wake today, so I worked, went to a wake. I didn't eat properly today, but that's going to be one of the most important things of this. Is going to be my diet. But in terms of like eating garbage and shit, no. Like I'm not. I used to go to the White Castle after I leave here. I'm not going to White Castle. I'll go get something good when I get out of here, some kind of healthy food. But yeah, diet's going good. But the bodybuilding thing, this weekend, I'm sitting down and I'm hiring like the people that I need to, or at least figuring out and getting a better understanding of who I need to hire. Because you need like a diet coach, you need the workout stuff.
I strongly
posing
recommend
coach.
Tony Masciolini.
Yeah, so I'm going to start, everything's going to start getting organized this weekend, and we're going to be tracking my progress. What I'm going to start doing is once every 2 weeks, I'm going to post some kind of photo, not like a hey, look at my nude body and see the results. I'm going to just post a standard picture with a little caption explaining progress, and it'll be a creative photo where I'm with the gang or
Why don't you
whatever.
talk to the 3 young ladies that just competed?
About
Yeah,
like,
they
all
can
right,
go.
well, I've talked to Laureen in depth about
'Cause-
what they had to do.
I'll be honest, we seen them like before shows, and then we saw them like
During?
at the show, and it
Yeah.
was like that was a huge difference, and that was a short time period. It wasn't like it was
Yeah.
years. It was
You
like
definitely have to, especially like a week out. Like you like change everything, don't
The
you, Rob?
answer is up the trim.
But they didn't look bad to begin with, though. That's
Yeah. So I got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
I got a lot of work to do.
Brendan asks, whole crew, what are good snacks I can have throughout the day at my office job that curb cravings and help focus? My big thing when I was working, I would always keep almonds at my desk. Almonds, even like Blue Diamond, like flavored almonds. I used to get the habanero barbecue Blue Diamond almonds.
Same
bro.
here. Same
Wasabi soy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a little bit of sodium, and it's a little bit of
Right.
fat, but you're getting a little protein, really low carb.
Trail mix, the Vita bars.
Trail mix. The problem with trail mix is like you get the raisins and the cranberries in there, and that shit is a lot of carbs. So it all depends on your diet
It's not
and
going
what
to
you're
kill
looking
you,
for.
but it's still better than eating.
It's
some
better than
other
what I
bullshit.
was doing a couple months ago, which is I had as a cheat like jar, as you're mentioning,
Yeah.
were Reese's.
Reese's
There were
peanut butter
66 of them in there, and I ate 66 of them in 48 hours.
Or cookies or whatever
Yeah,
else you
dude.
fucking ate. Colin Boston wants to know, Rob, if you drop dead in the near future because you didn't take advice from your amazing friends to see a doctor, what do you think MBJ will spend all your hard-earned money on once you're gone? Looking forward to the podcast.
That's a great question.
That is a great question. Well, first of all, she ain't got no access to my account, so she ain't getting none of my money.
She gains immediate access once you croak.
No,
he has
I-
a will.
She will, I did. I created a will.
Yo, hopefully you hit Ray Vegas off.
No, all the money goes to Max.
All the money goes to my neighbor's cat, Max. I love that fucking cat.
Like I was outside in the rain when I ran in. I was about to come grab him, bring him inside.
I've been
Was
invested
he
in
out
this,
there?
this
He was
friendship
waiting
for a
out
long
the door,
time.
like-
Joe.
Oh, poor cat. So,
Ray?
so listen. What did he say?
He's like, I've been invested in this relationship for a long time. Break me off.
I've been in this game since before she was. Shit.
That is true. I don't know what she would spend it on. She'd probably spend it on Jewel Pods or something. I don't know.
She go right back to smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, I really don't know. I don't know.
She'll do another ankle surgery.
Yeah. But she's
It
really.
depends on how much she'll be worth after this, because, you know, I don't mean no disrespect, but
Oh, come on.
You want to be Eskimo brothers again?
Shit. Damn. All right, so we know what's gonna happen.
Ray wants Rob's money and to bang his wife.
Jesus Christ. All right, so those were all the questions for the Ask the Bros. Pody, let's get to a sports minute because I know there's a lot of sports going on out in the world these days, and actually throughout this podcast, the Bros have been watching the NBA Finals, I believe. The Golden State Warriors versus the Toronto Raptors. Is Vince Carter still on the Raptors?
Vince Carter's not, but Drake is now on the Raptors apparently.
Oh, okay.
underbenched.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Watch it.
So anyway, NBA Finals are on. That's all anybody cares about. That'll be on throughout the weekend and next week. It's a close game now, actually. Toronto's got the lead. I don't expect this to be very close. As you can see, I'm rocking my Warriors shirt. I expect a sweep. I've got good money on tonight's game as well as the rest of the series.
Is that a white guy?
Pau Gasol, he's from
Marc Gasol.
like Marc
He's
Gasol,
not
he's from
technically
like
white.
Spain or
Spaniard.
whatever. Spaniard. Yeah. Also, Yankees Red Sox on this weekend. They got rained out today. That's always fun to watch. Some hockey. The Stanley Cup Finals is on. The Bruins and Blues are tied up. Blues got the OT win last night or the night before. That's pretty much it. There's really not much going on besides NBA Finals, some baseball, and LeBron's kid announced him and Wade's kid are going to play high school together. They're moving to California to hook up. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, that's about it. So let's get this show on the road.
And they're going to go play for the College of Michigan. Thank you.
All right, well, Thank you very much, Pody. And again, if you want to listen to his show over there in podcast land, he hosts his own show called This Week in Sports. That's how I get caught up. And actually, I text Pody the other day because his 1 year anniversary show, which was, what was it, last week, right? The 1 year anniversary?
Yeah.
Or 2 weeks ago. Yeah. A week or two ago was the 1 year anniversary show, and I got a glorious shout out on the program. So Austin Thomas with a dono says, Joe, talk to Tony. He hooked me up. So I am sure he did, Austin. He knows his shit. So Batty with a fatty. All right, we got the Sports Minute. We got the Ask the Bros. We talked about Joey MPC. We talked about our weekend. We talked about everything. So now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the main event of the evening. Ray Worldwide, do you have a baddie?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, so let's do it the right way. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the moment you've all been waiting for. Ray Worldwide's baddie with a fatty of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take that. Let's get it.
Take that black dick up your ass.
Whoa, guy!
Hey, it's his segment. What is he got a white dick?
What's he telling you?
He's hung like a white guy.
That's so disrespectful. I'm hung like a light switch, bro.
Damn.
Let's go. All right, so this week's we're gonna get some love to a full-figured woman this week. So Pody and I looked at a couple of.
Is that a shot at the other one was short?
She was in the running.
Okay.
So first he nominates trannies, now he's going to nominate a fat chick. What the fuck? Did I get a clearance on this? Come on, let's go.
This week's baddie with a fatty of the week, Instagram handle, MYFIRSTNAMEISJOE. So this week's baddie with a fatty of the week is my first name's Joe.
That was fucked up.
I said fat chick.
All right, all jokes aside, this week's winner, full figure woman, she's beautiful. Instagram handle is MARISA_LAMONICA. So Marissa with one S _ LaMonica is this week's Ray Vegas's baddie with a fatty of the week.
All right, I'm trying to find her, Ray. We do this every week.
This is easy.
LAM what?
I got it.
ICA. So
Princess Marissa.
There you go.
Okay. All right. There we go.
Thicker than the Snicker.
All right. So I'm showing the live stream. Pody, could you cue me up here, bro?
Thicker than the cake Grandma baked.
Damn, she's thicker than a Snicker.
She got a big booty.
Yes,
She does have a big booty. Let's see what she looks like here.
Thicker than a bowl of mashed potatoes.
All day.
She's definitely full-figured.
When you say full-figured, what does that mean exactly?
Just take a look at her.
She's not full. She's a little on the thick side, but she's definitely not thick.
She's thick enough.
I'm trying to show the bros. You guys can be the judge of what you think, because normally we're the ones saying that she's thick. She goes, I finally figured, in this one post, she goes, I finally figured out my body type. It's an hourglass with extra minutes. That that was her caption.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, but you know how women are. They judge themselves. I'll be the judge.
Here, take the fucking phone.
She's thicker than the cake Grandma.
Coming from a guy who tonight...
Super chat? Ooh,
tonight I was at a wake, and someone told me I look like TJ Khaled at a fucking wake tonight. Okay? So let me be the judge here. Oh, yeah.
That definitely qualifies you to be a judge.
She's a little big, but you know what?
That's your style right there, though.
It is.
You probably just nutted in your pants.
No, you know what? I'm not a fan of this. I'm not.
Oh my god!
I hope she doesn't.
Marissa, I'm a fan, and myself and Pody are the
Listen, I'm not saying. Oh, good lord! What is that photo?
That's Photoshop like a motherfucker.
I don't give a shit. How did I get this on? Right there.
Yeah, that looks like Photoshop.
Who cares? What's the caption there say?
Photoshop.
If I put on a few pounds, it goes straight to my butt.
Yes, sir. Take a bite of a Slim Jim.
A lot of comments here about her weight. Why is she doing that? She's pretty. I'm not saying anything. I mean,
no, listen, Marissa, you're a good-looking girl. You got to lose about 100 pounds.
Whoa!
No, joke. It's a joke. This is a comedy podcast. It's a joke. God damn it.
Joey,
You're
Would
beautiful.
you go with the person I was trying to nominate over her?
I don't know who the person you're trying to nominate
It was
was.
in a group chat. I sent a
I'm not in the
photo.
group chat.
Yeah, you were.
Jay
With
was,
the one- with
Jay
the
was
short
trying
girl.
to nominate the midget.
Oh.
No, she was in the running. She was in the running.
Honestly, I probably would have went with the short girl.
Well,
So, Marissa LaMonica, you have 48 hours to reach out to one of the bros and let them know that you won this week's Baddie with a Fatty, so you could get your own Baddie with the Fatty female racerback tank, available only at robertfrank615.com.
do we have her size?
I don't have her size in stock right now, but we have 3X.
Oh my
I'm
God.
kidding.
There's no.
We'll get her a juicy AF.
Joke.
Gun to your head, and
Yes.
nobody at this table is.
Nobody
saying
at
no
this
to her.
table. No, absolutely not.
No.
That's
So,
a good idea. We can get her a juicy AF stream.
Monica, what's her name? Marissa.
LaMonica.
That's
Marissa LaMonica.
Let me say it like this because I can't get myself in trouble. Marissa, I would eat 10 yards of your shit to get to your asshole. Damian McCoy with a $20 dono to wrap up the show. Great show as always. Take it easy, bros. Thank you so much, Damian. We appreciate you, brother. We appreciate everyone who hung out with us on the live stream tonight. We appreciate the moderators who made sure that there was order in the chat room. And we appreciate every single donation. Guys, remember, patreon.com/RobertFrank615. We are about to kick shit up a notch. And I appreciate all you guys. There was a couple of new subscriptions during the show, which was pretty cool. And we will be shouting you guys out next week on the program. So, any final thoughts, guys? I know we're coming close to 2 hours.
I do have a final thought. For all of you Patreon subscribers, fuck you guys. There's no fucking way that a shoulder session with Beer So Strong would be more entertaining than Chest Day with Chest Bra Ray Vegas. Fuck you guys.
I think it's because you're trying too hard, bro. Trying.
No, my chest day would just be more entertaining.
No, it won't.
And
They want to see me fail.
I think they just want to see me do shoulders. I think that's what it is.
And I just want to say, we still got another 3 months about all of June, all of July, all of August, and a half of. So we're 3.5 months out. So we decided we will be at Las Vegas again this year.
Yeah.
For Olympia, but we will not be. We're not doing a booth at Olympia. We'll probably walk around for 1 day just to see people, but we're there to party. Yeah. So if anyone is in Vegas during Olympia weekend, we will be there.
We're doing booths, but we're doing them at the pool.
Yeah. Steel does have me doing something out there, so I will be obligated to be away for a little bit, but most of the time that we're out there, we're going to be in party mode. Yeah.
So if you want to come hang out or whatever,
there's actually a couple of bros who have DM'd me saying that they plan on being out in Vegas really just to come hang out with us. So should be interesting. Let's get it. Let's go.
Pool parties, we love those.
Every guy has to bring 2 girls, though.
Yeah, please don't just come with 7 guys.
Yeah.
Please.
And
I don't care if it's your wife. Just don't.
Yeah, I mean no disrespect. I'm not going to try to bang them.
And remember, guys, for me is Jack and Coke. That's it. Jack and Coke.
Diet Coke. Yeah.
No. Jack
by
itself. Jack by itself and Coke on the side.
Don't do that. Someone will do that shit.
I told Joey had a story on Instagram saying that he bought Coca-Cola or something, and I'm like, yeah, you're buying the wrong Coke, Bo. If you're trying to make the show, you need to buy cocaine so you can lose some weight.
I actually sent Rob I sent Rob a thing today. They're doing a special Star Wars. Rob's a big Star Wars guy.
Yeah, you bought that.
Huh? No, I bought Stranger Things, the special
Stranger
version of Coke. They're also releasing on August 29th, only in Disney parks, is a Star Wars Coke, and they look fucking awesome.
Are you going to go to Disney just to get it?
I'm actually going to be there 5 days before they release, but I will be getting them when they come out, yeah. I won't go on that day, but I'm going to go get them because they look fucking awesome.
I can be your illegitimate child. I've never been.
To Disney?
Never.
Wow.
We'll talk about that in another episode. All right, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up. And remember, next week, guys, I'm going to touch on this whole CrossFit shit that went down. What happened to this thing? I tried to put the Patreon link in the live stream and it didn't work out.
It's been on the fucking banner.
Oh, it has been. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to touch on this CrossFit Quits Instagram and Facebook because I got a lot to say about that. We just ran out of time tonight. And we'll see you guys next week, man. So thank you guys for everybody saying that the show was good tonight, entertaining. We hope we brought the lulls. We hope we brought the intensity and the fire.
And FYI, we're going out again this Saturday to a local bar, and we're going to turn up again.
Shutting it down,
so
baby.
be prepared. I just don't know how we do it at this point.
Maybe we'll go live.
I'm bringing out my red bot. Ooh, live for the Patreon members.
Yes, sir.
At
We're going to do a live stream at the bar for Patreon members Saturday night. You will see Robert Frank in full form.
Unfiltered.
Unfiltered.
Yes,
and
sir.
waste.
Oh, and wasted.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do some dirty things. I'm going to drop some N-bombs, baby. It's a joke. It's a comedy podcast, goddammit. It's a
He's even looking at you like,
He's
are you
looking at me
fucking
like,
serious?
All right, guys. This is for Ray Worldwide, Jackman with the Permanent Tan, for Joey Bag of Donuts, for the Pody, and for 3/4 of the show, Beard So Strong. This is Robert Frank signing out.